AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. Yeah. Let's wait for some people to come in the live. There we go.
I done made it. I done made the YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shit.
Listen, man. We got a special guest today. Big shout out my guy Big Baby Sports S, man. That guy right there. He's out there in LA, does a lot of great work with the Lakers. He done had James Worthy on, Jeannie Buss on his platform. Big shout out Big Baby Sports.
Shout out to Big Baby. I don't know if you know
Yeah.
that. I don't know if I guess he knows it. You know, James Worthy is like my family. You know, my
Wow.
cousins and they grew up with the Worthies from Gastonia, North Carolina. Well, it's really
Nice.
It's not Gastonia. It's a small part, another part of North Carolina. But
Nice. Big shout out. But listen, before we get started, got a special guest in the building. Afternoons with AllBall, man. We got a very special guest.
who coming
My
over
brother, the legendary, the great, one of the greatest, my opinion, the greatest DJ of all time. I know he'll disagree because he respects his elders and things of that nature, but I seen him in action. Pause. My family, my brother, DJ SNS is in the building. How you feeling, my brother?
I'm just happy to be here with you. You know what I mean? I finally made the YouTube.
Yeah. We here, man. It's
I
an
like
honor
these
and a
YouTube
pleasure.
things. I like these
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
things.
Yeah. Much better. Like I said, we have SNS, the DJ SNS in the building, and we're gonna be talking about some topics, reacting to some things that's been going on in the basketball world. For the topics we have today on Afternoons with AllBall, we definitely
I
gonna
don't
talk
know
about the
about the
Lakers.
topic you want to go. You want to talk about these other topics. Let's talk about the topic the topic for the last 2 weeks. That boy Bronny, boy. 39 points, 67% from the field, 7 rebounds. That boy looked like the coming of his father last night in the G League, man. This is what y'all wanted, right? He figured it out. He's figuring it out. He's figuring it out. Just let it simmer, B. Let that sizzle in your spirit.
Listen, man. We can definitely talk about that, but before we go there,
You want to talk about these Lakers, right?
Of course, but the topics we're gonna talk about today, we're gonna talk about the Lakers. We're gonna talk about Anthony Davis. Is he officially back? We also gonna talk about players being pressured or forced to come back too soon by these organizations and these fan bases. And we're definitely gonna talk about Jimmy Butler, the shot he threw at the Miami Heat and Pat Riley. But first, let's get right to it. Last night, the Lakers played against Orlando on the road in Orlando. They lost. Luke and LeBron had a great game. Right now, the Lakers are struggling. In their last 10 games, they are 3-7. I know you don't want to hear this, but
if you want to count the games without Bron that they lost, or the games that Lucas sat out, you want to say the last 10 games. You said the last 10 games, right? So Lucas sat out 2, LeBron sat out 4 or 5.
Okay,
and
but still,
and hold on, and they won 3 games.
Once again, listen, y'all want to make excuses. Y'all want to push the goal line. The last 10 games.
Hold on. When you have 2 superstars, and if they don't play, if 2 superstars don't play, the rest of the team has to carry.
Yes. So the last 10 games, they are 3-7. They got blown out by Chicago. They lost yesterday to the Orlando Magic.
You act like these guys. You act like these guys. You act like these guys are doodle.
All right, hold on. You're a big LeBron fan.
The Denver Nuggets just lost to the same Chicago Bulls.
Once again, you're a big LeBron fan. I'm asking you, is there trouble in LA from these last 3 games that the Lakers lost?
Nah, nah. I think JJ
Ex-
Redick. I think JJ Redick is a good enough coach that he's gonna have them guys fine tuned for the playoffs. Remember, the playoffs is only what 15 days away.
Something like that.
Like 15, maybe 13 days away. So these games right here are just fine tuning down to the stretch, down the stretch, fine tuning games. Anybody that play basketball should know that. These are fine tuning games, unless you're trying to get into the play in. Now, if you're a team that's trying to get into the play in, yeah, these games, all these games coming down the pipe are important. But if you're just trying to you're just trying to just get, keep your team in tune, you know, try some new play, try some new some just new stuff. You can do that when you already know you're gonna be in.
So I hear what you're saying. Me being the Laker LeBron hater that I am, I don't run from that. But
That
just
you are.
talking right, but just talking honest basketball, a lot of you Laker fans are just y'all are delusional.
Why are we
I don't
delusional?
because I don't understand how people are watching how the Lakers are playing and they're not saying that y'all are in trouble. So let's break it down.
Why are we in trouble?
Okay, let's break it down. For one, two of your best players are the worst defenders on the team. I know this is a problem because I'm a diehard Knicks fan, and our two best players are the worst defenders on the team, and it shows when we play against good teams. For one. For two, LeBron and Luka, at this point in their career, they're not worrying about the others. LeBron is not playing the same style of basketball that he usually plays where he gets others
Bro,
involved.
bro, he doesn't have to right now. He doesn't have to. And when time comes, when the playoff comes, you're gonna see a different LeBron and different Luca. I can guarantee you that. If you know anything about basketball, you're gonna see a different. You're gonna see a difference.
I, 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 I totally disagree. I respect your opinion, but
Okay.
watching the Lakers, LeBron and Luca is playing your turn, my turn. They have enough. Let me hold on. When they destroyed my Knicks, that style of basketball is the style of basketball that the Lakers need to play. Hold on, S, because when we have the beautiful ladies in the building, we always show them love. Good afternoon, the beautiful, the lovely Miss Darlene Bryan is in the building. Please hit the like button, share, like, subscribe. We have a special guest in the building tonight. The legendary DJ SNS is on live with AllBall in the afternoon, and we are discussing and reacting to some of these topics. Please, y'all, hit the like button, share, like, subscribe. So as you telling me the way y'all been playing basketball lately, meaning the Lakers, you have no cause for concern at all when it's coming to the playoffs?
Not at all.
Wow. Wow.
Not at all. I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of those are just missed shots at the wrong point in time in the games. That's all. I can see anybody with a basketball mind can tell you that. The
Nah,
ball distribution, ball distribution, ball distribution. Now, can I say, has Austin Reeves been a little erratic? Yeah, too much him driving to the basket, and then try to throw Hail Mary passes. I won't say Hail Mary, but like try to bail out passes when you get caught and trapped in the defense. So you take those. The turnovers is what's been killing the Lakers. It's not their play. It's the turnovers. You cannot. There's no way in the world you can have 19 to 21 turnovers and win a basketball game. This is basketball. You cannot have You can't have 15. You can't average 15 turnovers in that 10 game span. They
right.
average in 15 turnovers. You're not going to win a lot of basketball games if you're averaging. So what you're doing, you have to. JJ Redick said it. You watch the post game. JJ Redick said it. Way too many turnovers.
Well,
And
well,
Orlando took 6 of those turnovers because they had 4 back-to-back turnovers last night. And they took 4 of those joints, and each of them joints was 3-point turnaround. All 4 straight back-to-backs came down and hit a 3. Bow. Hit another 3. Bow. Hit another 3. Bow. They were already up. They were already up by 6. So you're gonna go down by 12. You went to 18. So
yeah, yeah.
you was up. You was down by 6, and they came down and hit 4 threes.
Yeah, but you're proving my point. My thing is this. See, how long is JJ Redick going to allow LeBron and Luka to not get back on defense? And while they
But
back
my
there
nigga,
crying,
but
hold on, wait. While they back there crying and complaining to the refs, the opposing team is on a fast break scoring. Hold on, because I'm gonna let you cook. This is what I see from the Lakers that nobody is discussing. Teams have figured LeBron and Luka Doncic out. For one, they know this is what they understand. LeBron is not the same LeBron, meaning the mentality. He's only out to get his. Y'all have enough from Hachimura, Finney Smith, Reeves that can shoot the ball. LeBron is not driving and kicking no more like how he used to. He's not making others better. Him and Luka is playing your turn, my turn. So you know what teams are doing? All right, go ahead. Y'all can score 60 between both of y'all, but we're going to lock everybody else down because y'all not even giving them a chance to get acclimated into the game. To me, I think with that and bad defense, y'all may not get out the first round depending on who y'all play.
really? That's what you see?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. In these last 3 losses, yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
the guy that played with what's his name? When he played with the Bulls, I forgot his name.
Who?
The European player that had 30 and some change, that never would have had 30 and some change.
He played that played for oh yeah, I know you're talking about when they played against the Lakers. What up, Monkey
Yeah,
Wrench? Go ahead.
that was a gift from God game. So then, like I said, if these was everyday players doing that, okay, I can see. Like Orlando, from when we lost to them in the first part of no one took Orlando serious. No one. I'm being honest with you. You can tell by the way they play, they're not taking Orlando serious.
Nah, you wrong, S. You wrong. Orlando was hold on, S. No, Orlando was a playoff team. They've been a good team
Now
all
they're a
season.
playoff team. No one takes them serious, bro. I'm being honest with you. Certain people, listen,
That's
and certain teams you get up for when you playing, bro. And I'm telling you, the mentality of certain shit happens like that.
yo,
It
it's
happens,
so
bro.
that's an excuse. See, and this is my problem with Laker fans. Y'all make excuse after excuse when
I'm
y'all
not
go on a
making an
losing
excuse. All I'm
stretch.
saying, bro, I'm just telling you, listen, I'm gonna say it again to you. When you average, when you're averaging 15 turnovers a game, you're not going to win. The probability for you to win is very 10%. It's real
S
talk.
S. I understand the turnovers, right?
That's the
But
key.
no, it's not. No, it's not. The key is
Oh man,
hold on. The key
bro,
is S.
anybody.
Y'all can't hold on. Y'all not defending nobody, and y'all not getting the others involved. That's the problem. Hold on,
Bro.
S. Hold on. When y'all played my Knicks and y'all bust our ass, I give you that. Y'all listen, y'all killed us. When you got guys like Gabe Vincent coming off the bench hitting 2, 3 big threes, when you got Finney Smith hitting big shots, when you got Hachimura in the game making big shots, that's what makes the Lakers dangerous. Y'all are
So
not dangerous if you're
let me
not
ask you
playing
this.
no
Hold
defense.
on. So let me ask you. Something. If Luca's bringing a double team, right,
Right.
and he throws it to Austin Reeves that's free, and he shoots and misses. What is that?
Okay, you want me to explain?
I'm just asking a question. If
All right, hold on.
if
And I'm gonna tell you. And I'm gonna tell you. You know why they missing shots? Because they standing on the court watching Luka take step back threes from the fucking logo.
and what's his percentage of hitting them shits?
That's not winning basketball.
Bro, that's what he's been doing. When we
Has
winning,
he won?
when we was winning, no one was saying shit about that.
Y'all was beating bad teams. Y'all on the
Bad
3-game.
team?
Hold on.
Oh, whoa, whoa,
Hold
whoa,
on.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Hold
whoa, whoa,
on.
whoa, whoa,
Hold
whoa,
on. Hold on.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Hold
whoa,
on.
whoa,
Hold on.
whoa. We beat bad teams. Hold on. You said we beat bad teams. Damn. I do remember we did beat Denver twice.
Okay, we always beat Denver. So what you saying?
What, you saying Denver's a bad team?
Once again, we
Are
always
the
beat
Knicks a
Denver. So
bad
what are you
team?
saying?
Are the Knicks a bad
Is
team?
Go ahead, S. What happened in the last 10 games? Y'all are 3-7 in the last 10 games.
And you know why we 3-7 the last 10 games. You see it yourself.
But S, the last
How
3
many games did
games,
y'all lose? How many games has y'all lost since Brunson been out?
I would have to look. I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Are
But we
y'all a
went on a
different team?
3-game losing streak.
Are y'all a different team when Brunson is there?
A very different team.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yes.
So stop throwing that. Stop throwing that out there like the niggas ain't different. They
Hold
lost
on,
against.
S. You had Luke. Hold on. You have Luke and LeBron for the last 2 games.
Okay, and they
Y'all got
lost.
blown. Hold on. Y'all got blown out by Chicago. Y'all lost by 30. And
Okay.
then y'all lost last night to Orlando. What I'm
Okay.
trying to say is you can respond is what I'm trying to say is there is no way in the world this Lakers team, the way they are playing basketball lately, can contend for a championship. When you have Luka and LeBron together, that is for championship. That is not to win playoff series.
Bro, again, veteran minds work different. Trust me, they're already in. They're not in the risk of losing or going in underneath the play-in. They already in. They know they're already in. They know this. They're already in. I guarantee you. Whoever and I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Seeding means a lot. Now, who wanna play against? Who wanna play? Would you want your first? You want your first round playoff? You want your first round to be against Golden State, or would you want your first round to be against somebody less than Golden State?
Probably less than Golden State.
So Houston got to play Golden State. Houston's got to play Golden State first round.
Okay, and I don't think Houston is scared of Golden State. Houston is a good team, and they coach very well.
Houston's going down, nigga. You know and I
Okay,
know it, bro.
okay,
So right now
okay,
you're dealing with a full you're dealing with a full roster of Golden State now. They're healthy. Draymond's back to playing the way he normally plays. He's the director of that offense.
Damn, he froze up.
Steph gets to run around and create his shot, and you got Jimmy Butler, who's been there and done that before. I'm just Kaminga's back. You got Moody playing. You got sleep if you want to.
So let me hold on. So let me ask you a question. Right now, the Lakers, y'all went from the 2nd seed to the 4th seed. Do you think any of these young teams, a la Houston, Memphis, let's just say Denver, I'm gonna throw in and they're not a
A
young team,
lot of
but
them
a
other
team.
guys are not built to play the Lakers in the first round.
Okay.
I'm just being honest with you. They're not built to play the Lakers in the first round. I don't see
Listen,
nobody else in the West that's built. I don't see nobody else in the West that's built to play the Lakers in the first round. You name me. Name me one. Name them.
I think if y'all play the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round, y'all are going to be in
They're getting
trouble.
out of here. They're getting out of
Okay.
here.
Okay. Listen,
They're
I
getting out
said
of
y'all
here.
are going to be in trouble. Y'all are
We're
playing
going to be in
bad
trouble because
basketball right now.
we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble because of we're going to be in trouble maybe because they got bigs. They got a lot of bigs. But you got to pick your poison because now you got to play small ball. And them niggas, you got to play small ball. They're good playing small ball, but that's not one of their strengths. Their strengths is like Jared Jackson Jr. be Jared Jackson Jr. He can't play small ball running up and down the court. He's not. That's not his. That's not his game. He's the number one. He's one of the stars of that team. Besides John Morant, my name. Let's just do it. Let's go by the numbers. Let's go by the numbers. Let's go by the numbers, and let's go by the style of play. Let's go by style of play now. Minnesota is not. They're young. They're not ready. I don't think they're ready. Not yet.
I hear what you're saying. I think the Lakers are in trouble. I think Dallas is gonna show the Lakers why they trade Luka Doncic. It's starting to show. He only cares about off. Hold on.
It's starting to show.
Hold
averaging
on.
31. He's averaging 31 a game.
Once again, the Dallas Mavericks are going to show why they traded Luka Doncic. He cares nothing about He cares nothing about defense. He makes nobody better. And once again,
I can know, bro. Let me ask you something. How can you say a nigga don't make nobody better when he's averaging 7 assists a game?
That 7 assists is not impacting the game.
Why it's not?
It's not. Just like just like LeBron. LeBron averages 7 assists as well. Him and Luka averages 7 assists apiece. Those assists are not impacting the game. We are watching and seeing that they are getting destroyed on defense, and the team around them, the others, they are not getting them involved.
Turnovers. It's not. It's getting involved. They're getting involved, but you can't count for turnovers. That's basketball. Anybody that's on here that know basketball can sit there and they can argue with us and let you know exactly where I'm coming from. Basketball is about turnovers. You can't live if your team is averaging 15 turnovers per game. You're not gonna be a successful team. You gotta tighten that up. You gotta tighten that up for the playoffs. For the playoffs, you gotta tighten that up. Because in the playoffs, you'll be down 3-0 before you know it.
Now, those 15 turnovers, what players have the ball in their hands most?
Luka and LeBron. You're right.
Right.
But those turnovers don't hold on. Those turnovers just don't come from them. I'm not gonna sit there and blame that on Luka and LeBron.
No, I didn't say it only came from them. I'm saying most of those turnovers are coming from the guys who have the ball in their hands the most. Just like my guy Brunson.
True. That's not true. I sat there and watched Austin Reeves watched Austin Reeves make 3 straight turnovers yesterday. Driving to the basket, the ball hitting off the back of his foot. Him driving to the basket, he driving to the basket, he's leaning too much forward, he's tripping, then trying to throw the ball back out to save the play, because he already know he committed himself. He's committed himself. Come on, I'm watching the game, bro. Those are bad turnovers. Those are making bad passes, bad turnovers. Those are bad turnovers, bro. That's what the game is about. Every basketball game is about bad turnovers. I watched y'all when y'all played against Washington. You niggas was making bad turnovers. Josh Hart going to the basket. He's going to the basket with 3 niggas there. You're not that type of player. Cat bailing he's bailing the defense out by shooting threes when y'all got 3-on-2. When y'all got a 3-on-2 fast break. Catch those, come on, bro. Turnovers, stupid penalty shit. I'm watching the games, bro. That's how you gotta evaluate and watch the games. You gotta watch the play. And turnovers is a big part of the play. More than it is just to being a part of us being the players. The players are the players. Yes, but turnovers amongst the team is bad.
Yeah,
it's real talk.
Yeah, I've been watching the Lakers play, and I think, they have a problem.
Turnovers.
Right. But I think there's also some other things that
JJ
Redick.
You're reaching.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. See, no, that I'm gonna tell you what LeBron. Look,
I almost got it.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. This is what LeBron and Laker fans do. Y'all built in y'all excuse. You're reaching
for a scratch, my brother.
Here we go.
You can't continue to, bro. We know you're a hater. You know you're a LeBron hater. You don't like the Lakers. I get it. You're reaching. You're like Stephen A. You're reaching.
Did the Lakers lose 3 in a row?
It's 2 in a row.
No, y'all lost 3 in a row. Yesterday made 3 in a row.
How did I make 3 in a row?
Check. Y'all just
Well,
lost 3 in a row.
We mean
Who y'all played
Minnesota?
before? Y'all lost before Chicago.
Did we play Milwaukee? No, we didn't play Milwaukee before we played Chicago.
Right. No, I'm saying whoever y'all played before Chicago, y'all
We
lost. Then y'all
won.
lost to Chicago.
No, we
So y'all
won that
lost 2 in a
game.
row.
We lost 2 in a row,
Y'all
yeah.
lost 2 in a row. Okay, so once again, y'all lost 2 in a row. Y'all got beat bad. JJ Redick. This is what LeBron and Lakers fans do. Y'all building in y'all excuse. So if y'all don't win the championship, y'all gonna say people reaching, people this and people that.
No, bro. It had nothing to do with championship. If they don't win a championship, it's a fucked up season. That's point blank. I can admit that. All I'm
Okay.
saying is the veteranship in LeBron, the veteran in Luka, they're not going to lose. Playoffs is a different LeBron. Playoffs is a different Luka. Let it play out. Same thing I say about Bronny. I think I want to say Bronny is not this, Bronny's not that. Bronny is coming into his age. Let him cook. Let them cook. I can't say
Hey,
that.
hold
I can't sit
on,
there.
S. Hold
I'm
on,
not
hold on,
gonna
hold
sit
on.
there. Listen,
Brooklyn, hold on, S. I'm gonna let you hold on. I'm gonna let you cook. Brooklyn Knicks fan. What up, my brother? I told you, S. Y'all lost 3 in a row. It's not 2 in a row. Y'all lost 3 in a row.
so the Milwaukee game was before the Chicago game.
Whatever game y'all lost to, whatever team y'all played before Chicago,
Must
y'all
have been
lost.
Milwaukee. Okay. You want a cookie?
No, look, no big deal, right?
You want to cook the three? I'm sitting here. I'm gonna tell you again. I want to say it to you again. I haven't dogged you and said nothing about your Knicks. You know why I haven't said nothing about your Knicks? Because I'm a realist. Your Knicks are playing without their floor general. So it doesn't make my argument any stronger about me dogging you because you're not playing with your best guy.
Nah.
That's why I haven't said nothing about. I haven't called you. I haven't said nothing about your Knicks since Brunson been down. Have I? Have I
We
called you say anything about your Knicks?
no.
Thank you. Because why? Because your best dog is down, and I know he runs your offense. I know what your offense looks like when he's in the game. And it's different. So if y'all lose games to nondescript niggas, that's not, I
It's
don't take that
unacceptable.
too.
It's
No, no,
unacceptable.
bro. No. It's unacceptable for what y'all gave up.
It's
Yes.
unacceptable. Yeah, y'all lost to
It's
Detroit.
unacceptable. Listen, it's unacceptable for what y'all gave up. No. Detroit's a good basketball team. Don't sit there and act like Detroit is a bottom feeder team. Stop. Detroit is a good basketball team. I didn't have y'all beating. I did not have y'all beating Detroit. Not without Brunson. Y'all need Brunson to beat Detroit. And I'm gonna tell you something. Niggas in the East can sit there in front of they want to, but they gotta play them niggas. Y'all better hope these niggas. Y'all gotta play them niggas. Niggas in trouble
Now,
with Detroit.
but hold on. See, this where you hold on. This where you contradict yourself. But hold on. But if the Lakers play Houston or Memphis, you tell me they don't have the Kim. I mean the.
Because Memphis is a Memphis is a Memphis is a Memphis. Listen, Memphis is cool, but Memphis offense lacks.
Nobody on Detroit has no veterans that been there where we been in the playoffs.
Bro,
None of that. Stop it.
bro. Let me tell you something. Cade Cunningham, sleep if you want to.
And we sweeping them niggas. Get out of here, man.
All right.
You gotta be
All right.
kidding me.
Cade, he
Come
gets his
on, man.
niggas involved. This is what you just said. He gets them niggas involved, bro. Sleep if you want to.
No,
That's all
great.
I'm
Hold
saying.
on. Great. No. I'm not sleeping. Great player. But you can't sit here and tell me that we got to worry about Detroit, but the Lakers
Bro,
ain't
you
got to
have not
worry.
been
Hold
watching
on.
the games. You
No.
must not have been
So,
watching
hold
the
on.
games.
You telling us we have to worry about Detroit, but the Lakers don't have to worry about Memphis or Houston? And
No,
they've been playing good
no.
basketball all season?
Memphis playing good basketball all season.
They
But I'm just
second,
telling
third
you,
seeds.
you're right. I don't have them. I don't have them beating the Lakers. I'm just telling
Let's
you.
talk about no. Before we move on to the next topic, let's talk about your guy. You said you want to talk about Bronny James, right?
Yeah, why not?
What is there to talk about?
He dropped 39 in the G League. You know what
Okay,
that look? You know what that
like
game
you
look? You
told
know
me,
that
you want a
you
cookie?
know what that game look like to me?
What?
That looked like confidence. I just dropped 17 in the NBA. So right now, I can't come here and drop a 4-point game in the G League. You know what? Give me the ball. Let me do my work. He went to work yesterday. If
I don't. I don't.
anybody say anything different than that, they're just a plain point hater. The
So
nigga went. He went to work yesterday, bro. Like, come on, stop. He went to work. 67% from the field is great to me. For a nigga that's a 55th pick, he doing what he's supposed to do in the G League. For all the niggas saying he can't play ball, he's not this, he's not that. His father got him in the league. So fucking what?
So I said I'm gonna stay away from this, but
nepotism.
no.
His
No.
father can't put the
Hold on.
ball. His father can't put the basket. His father can't put the ball in the basket for him. He has to do it
He's
himself,
trying.
right?
He's trying to see. Hold on, S. I said I'm gonna stay away from this Bronny James topic, but I'm gonna give you what you want. Hold on, I'm gonna give you what you want. He had 17 against the Milwaukee Bucks. How much did they lose by?
He had
Yeah,
that. Hold on.
no, it's a
Hold on. He had 13 of those points. 13 of the 17 he had before the score was even before the score got to be 20 points.
S. He had 17 point. He had 17
I'm gonna
points.
say
They
it to
damn
you
near lost
again.
by 40.
Bro, they lost by 40, but it wasn't like this. They
And
got it down to about 6 points. They got it close to 6 points. Bronny was already at 13 points already.
yo, listen, man.
So
He
don't
got
and
he
my
got
niggas stop. Bro, the niggas had Giannis. Niggas didn't have nobody playing with the Lakers that game. Don't
S
do that, bro. Don't do that.
S.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen,
Don't do that.
you want me to be honest? This is what really happened. All right, let's go there. Let's go there. The day before that, Bronny came on social media. I don't know where it was at, but they had some quotes that he was saying that it was kind of getting to him what people were saying about him because he's a human
No, he
being.
never said it's
But
getting to him. He said verbatim, he said, I see what everybody's saying about me. I'm gonna use that for fuel.
okay,
He
now
ain't say
let's
nothing
stay
about it
right.
getting that. He ain't say nothing about it getting to me. He said, I'm gonna use that as fuel. And he's using
I've
it.
never seen. Yo, I've listen, man. I've never ever heard people care about the G League until now.
My guy, y'all
What
niggas, y'all
S
haters, y'all
S? He only
listen. Let me tell you something. A topic can't be a topic unless the hate for that topic brings it to fruition. I'm gonna say it to you again. Anything in life, anything in life cannot go viral. Nothing can go up. And nowadays, this is real life shit. Nothing can be what it is. Nothing can be at the top of its peak unless the hate for it rises before the hate for it comes to fruition.
can. All right, can I ask you a question?
LeBron is the most talked about person in the NBA.
Can I
Why
ask?
is
Can
that?
I ask you a question? Can I hold on?
Why is
Slow down.
that?
Slow down. Slow down. Let me ask you a question. Catch your breath. Slow down. Everybody in the chat. We got the legendary DJ SNS in the building with afternoons with all ball. Hit the like button, share, like, subscribe. Let me just ask you a question because when I talk to a lot of people about basketball, about drafts and players, they talk about projection. So let's talk. Forget the name on the back of the jersey. Forget who the person's father is.
Uh-huh.
You have a player in high school that doesn't average 20, doesn't dominate high school, doesn't win any championships. All right, he gets to college. He averages 4 points in college. Does that
Uh-huh.
person deserve to be drafted to the NBA? Just yes or no, S.
No.
Right now, slow down. Now let's take it a step further. He's 6'1", maybe 6'2". Yes, he's athletic. He has no handle. He cannot run the offense. He's not a great three-point shooter. He's not a great free throw shooter. He's not a great jump shot shooter. Does a person like that belong in the NBA? And he's not a great defender.
He's not a great defender. All right. Do they belong in the NBA?
Do a player like that belongs deserve to get drafted in the NBA.
But that's your opinion as a hater. You're saying as a
It's
hater.
not my opinion. I just spoke facts.
I know coaches that looked at him totally different than that.
No. I didn't. Hold on. Yes, I am a hater, but that's not my opinion. I just spoke facts. Those are all facts.
What facts you spoke?
Is he? Hold on. Is he a great 3-point shooter?
What facts you spoke?
I'm gonna break it down right now. Is he a great 3-point shooter? Yes or no?
Not a great. You don't have to be a great 3-point shooter.
No.
I know niggas that can't shoot.
I know niggas that can't shoot three. Is he a good 3-point shooter?
He's all right.
In the NBA.
He's all right.
All right. So he's not good. So that's a fact.
His game is
hold on.
Wait.
No. I'll let you talk. I'll let you cook. Once again, is he a good we watched him playing in NBA games. Right. Is he a good 3-point shooter?
He's all right.
So he's not good.
He's all right.
Okay. Is he a good ball handler?
Nah, he's decent.
Can he run the offense as a point guard?
I can't say that because I haven't seen him. I have to see more development as on team ball.
Is he a good jump shot shooter?
I think he has a nice 15-foot range shot. Yeah, I think he does.
Is he a good on-ball defender, one-on-one guarding his position?
Yeah, he can. He can defend. He can defend. He ain't no Kobe Bryant, but he can play defense. It ain't like he's letting this man blow by him. Oh, come on, bro. You're making him out to be an all trash nigga, man. Stop.
No. I'm listening.
You are.
No, I'm not, because this is what y'all do. No, this is what y'all do, and this is why this thing happens all the time with this young man who may not deserve this backlash. When he has 39 in the G League, y'all go crazy, and then when he plays in the NBA against the real talent, he looks like a deer in headlights. Stop it. The other night, after the 17,
you're talking about. Hold on, time out. You're talking about past tense. I'm talking about the last 5 days. Let's go with the last 5 days, my brother. How do you look? He wasn't playing against the bums of he wasn't playing against the bums.
Why he ain't get on the floor? Why he ain't get brought up yesterday?
Get what? Why he didn't get brought up yesterday? Because he's playing in the G League. His obligation is a two-way player. He had to play in the G League yesterday.
Yo, I love you to death. The young man is not a. All right, what happened in Chicago when he got into the game? Did he look nervous?
Nah, not really. He's just playing the effects of the game. He didn't look nervous.
Man, I like I told you, I've never seen someone that's 6'1" that does nothing very well get these type of props. Like I said, if he's playing great in the G League, cool. Who cares about the G League?
Hold on. But you gotta evaluate the whole thing. Let's put guys that were drafted higher than him, and let's put what they're doing in the G League to this day right now, and see what they're doing. And he's wilding over all of them.
No, he's not. He's not doing nothing special when he
I quit. My nigga, you can pick guys that win 3. You can pick guys that win 4th, 5th, 12th, 15th in the draft. And he's doing better than them.
We don't know that because they not talking about them people.
You know why you're not talking about them? Because the niggas don't put seats in they don't put people in the seats. At the end of the day, I told you, my nigga, I'm going to say it to you again. Basketball is a business as well. You can sit there and
y'all make too many excuses for this young man, man. He's not a good NBA player.
Excuses, bro. I'm telling you, it's a business.
If he's not LeBron James, if he's not LeBron James' son, are you drafting him if you're a GM?
I don't care. Now, at this point, I don't care if it's not his son or not. That's his son. He made a move for his son. I applaud him. Because I'm a father, and I'm doing the same fucking thing. If I got a chance,
that's not the point. It's not the point. When he gets on the NBA court, he's not a
But
good NBA basketball
let me
player.
ask you
That's just
something.
the fact.
So who scored the 39 points? The other players scored it for him, or they let the lane wide open. He just did it by himself.
It's in the G
Or
League, S.
LeBron,
Do that. S, it's in the
huh?
G League, S.
What?
It's in the G League. It's not
Don't
NBA.
matter. If he's
It does
this
matter.
guy, if he's this guy that you say he is, and he's doodle like you say he is nowhere in the world he's supposed to be doing what he's doing in the G League. No, none. Tell me I'm lying.
That's yo.
Where's the
Listen,
lies at? Where?
that's
I'm asking you, two books.
S.
If you claim you just sat there and gave me a whole soliloquy of saying about this guy, how he's not this, and that. But the
He's
boy scored
not.
30. So
He's not.
he
S.
scored 39 points in the G League last night, bro.
Right. S. Do all right. Let me ask you a question. Do we not see that the G League is guys that have 1 or 2 years out of college?
It's the development league. This kid is a development. He's coming from a development part of the game, man. He's being developed just like everybody else that got drafted. They have this. Most of them go to the G League. He's being developed just like everybody else.
S.
And
When a
you
young
know
man,
what he's doing with it. You know what he's doing with
listen.
his development. You know what he's doing with his development. He's progressing. That's what
Listen.
you do. That's what you do when you're being developed. It's either you're gonna show up or show out. And he's showing
And
out, bro.
he should. S. Nobody. No disrespect. But people don't. Nobody cares about the G League. S. I'm sorry. That
Bro,
just hold on. S. I'll let you hold on. I'll let
no
you
one
hold
cares
on.
about the,
Hold on. I'll let you rant. Hold on. I'll let you rant. Nobody cares about the G League. Do I think that's right? No, because there's a lot of players in the G League that are playing well. Hold on, that are playing well. He's getting the spotlight. Cool. I don't hate on that. I don't knock that. All I'm saying is we've never, for however long the G League's been around, nobody never cared about the G League. We care about when you come up and play against the big dogs. And when he plays against the
okay.
big dogs, he doesn't look good. I'm
So
sorry.
let me ask you something. No one cared about the G League, right? Nobody cared about the G League. But
No.
now we cared about what the 55th pick does. So everybody's zeroed
Yes.
in on
You
the
know
50.
why?
Why?
You you know why?
Why?
Because his
Why?
let me explain. Because
Yeah.
his father put the pressure on him and said to the world when Bronny was in high school, low key, my son is better than half these players in the NBA today.
Okay.
Right. So you know
He's
what
not
people
supposed to say
do?
that? He's not supposed
No,
to say that?
no, because it's not true. No. So you put a magnifying glass on your child, and you know what happens? We nitpick and watch everything. And no,
So
he shouldn't
now,
have said that because
hold
it's
on.
not true.
So let me ask you something. You don't think Bronny would have been picked higher?
No, Bronny wouldn't have got drafted.
You think Bronny wouldn't have got drafted?
No,
Nigga,
no.
you're bugging. You're bugging if you don't
Why
think
would
he'd
he
have
get
got drafted.
drafted, S? Why?
Bro, he was gonna get drafted.
No, he wasn't.
They told teams do not draft Bronny James. You
S,
had teams
nobody.
that wanted to.
S.
You had
No, it
teams.
wasn't. That's a
I
lie.
quit.
That's a
I quit, my
lie.
nigga. You don't watch. You really don't watch basketball.
That's a
You don't know,
lie.
bro. For you to
S,
say that,
nobody wanted Bronny James, S, but the Lakers.
you're bugging.
S, we have to start being honest. LeBron strong
Bro,
armed the
bro,
Lakers
bro, bro.
to draft
You're,
his son.
you're bugging. You
S.
don't know. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So let me.
You
All right,
ask the
hold on,
people.
hold on.
Ask the people in the chat. Ask the people in the chat. They'll tell you, my nigga, who
If
really know
listen,
basketball.
once again, if you
Ask the people
believe,
in the chat, bro.
listen, once again, you
Let's go
have
to the
these.
chat.
Hold on. The chat is there. Hold on. You have these GMs, you have these scouts. Once again, didn't dominate high school, averaged 4 points in college. You 6'1", not a great defender, not a great shooter, not a great free throw shooter. At that size, you got to be able to run a team as a point guard because he's too little to play the shooting guard.
All I know is
So
this. All
what
I
what
know
am
is
I
this.
drafting you for?
All I know is this.
No. Hold on. Hold
All
on.
I know
No.
is no.
No, no,
All I
no.
know is this. All I know is this. All I know is this.
As
If
you
you're
don't
gonna
want to
win
be
this,
honest,
time out,
bro.
time out, time out, Time out.
Can
Gilbert
you
Arenas.
respond? No,
Listen.
you're not being fair. Hold on, wait, because I let you talk. You're not being fair. I'm gonna say it again. You're a GM for a basketball organization. Are you telling me you're gonna draft a player that didn't dominate high school, averaged 4 points in college?
I can't see the
Now that
chat.
you're in, hold on. Now that you're in the league, you're 6'1". Are you athletic? Yes. You're not a good shooter. You're not a good three-point shooter. You're not a good defender. You don't shoot free throws well. At that size, you can't play the two guard because you're too little. So you can't play the point guard because you don't have a handle and you cannot run an offense. What am I drafting you for?
So
Yes, y'all, the legendary DJ SNS is in the building, y'all.
So you're gonna sit there and tell me that he wouldn't have got drafted, right?
No.
Okay.
No, why you think LeBron and them was so adamant on doing what they was doing? Nobody was drafting him. The Lakers were
Okay.
forced to draft him. We
They were
know
forced to
that.
draft. My
Yes.
guy. Let's do business again. I'm gonna say it to you again. And Gilbert Arenas said this shit and early in his career. He's like, look, I played. He said when he first got down right? Um, when he first got in the league, it was guys that he was busting their ass in practice, right? But these niggas was making $100 million a year,
Yes, I
right?
remember.
So, and he was busting their ass, but he couldn't get on. And the owners of the owners was like, "Yo, we can't have you showing up our guy,
Right.
the guy we spending this much money for. We can't have you showing him up. So tone it down." That shows you right there. That showed me right there that the NBA, that's how they view it. They paying this guy a certain amount of money, so you can't make him look bad by no means necessary.
Okay.
Now the business side, like I always told you, whenever Bronny was at, it sold out everywhere, everywhere. McDonald's tournament sold out. Anything he did, he put butts in the seats, my nigga.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay.
telling you, he was going to get drafted. Some organization are looking at my ticket sales are low. Even with the niggas who I got, nigga like Milwaukee don't sell out. You got teams that don't sell out small markets. If I put a Bronny James on my team, they're coming to see that kid play. Is he going to get the nod over certain people? Yeah. Why? Because he put butts in the seats. I'm just telling you facts. This is real facts. If you don't know basketball, then y'all can sit there and say what y'all want to say. I'm telling you the truth.
Hey, good guy. I'm
So
gonna
the
let you
Lakers,
finish.
so hold on, let me finish. So the Lakers, they drafted him, right? Right?
Yes.
I told you, Bronny's jersey sales. He sold 500,000 jerseys. Number 9, Bronny James sold 500,000 jerseys. He made the Lakers $50 million. Name me another 55th pick. If just to put yourself in a business, put yourself in a business mind, bro. If you got a team, all ball got a team, and I pick a nigga from a 55th pick, and that motherfucker sells $50 million worth of jerseys, what is that, an asset or a loss?
From a business standpoint, it's an asset. From a
Thank
business
you.
standpoint.
That's all
Okay.
it's about. Why is the WNBA in shambles the way they are? Because they want more money. Why? They need to get more money so they can create more capital. They want more notoriety so they can pay their players if they can. Because no one's going to watch the games. No matter how much we understand, no matter how much we want to sit there and talk about this, and that, no one was watching the games. When they had the fucking when it was COVID and they was doing the empty arenas and when you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So the NBA lost a lot of money, a lot. But you know that's because we was in a pandemic. But what I'm saying is, like the big three, NBA saw the big three was making money, but if they couldn't get involved, we shut you down. We don't want you to be there. At the end of the day, bro, this shit is about the bread, and you know it is.
Once again,
Bronny got his.
that's a
Listen.
different.
All I'm saying is,
Okay.
Bronny got his start. Bronny sat there, worked hard just like any other 55th pick. He sat there and he's working hard. He's not saying shit. He's just going out and doing what he's doing. Is he in when they put him in the game? He has to show up. JJ Redick can't put the ball in the hoop for him. His father can't put the ball in the hoop for him. He has to make those. He has to make those moves. Now
Once again,
you think Connect or you think the Shane Wilson nigga, you think the niggas want to give him the ball? Hell no, they don't want to give him the ball. Because they trying to come up just like everybody else is. Same way in the G League. They don't want to give him the ball. But when he gets the ball, he gotta go off, right?
Now, what you just said was a great point, right? But that's a total different argument. Once again, from a business standpoint, hold on.
But that's
hold on,
why he's there.
Right, but let me respond. Hold on, let me respond. From a business standpoint, you totally correct. I've never argued that. My argument is him on the basketball court. When you say God, hold on. When you say guys don't want to pass to him, I totally disagree with that. He's in practice. JJ Redick and them is watching him. They see what he's doing in the G League. The only reason why he played against Milwaukee and had all those minutes is because nobody played. The young man is not a good NBA basketball player. He does not deserve to be on the court. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you. Hold on. So when he shook Giannis, no one played, right?
That's one time.
I'm you're saying it was like all his points was all garbage time. Like them niggas they have they full rock. You act like they didn't have they squad and that they came in to win the game with.
As he had 17 and they lost by 30. How are we celebrating that?
I told you he had 13 before they started shutting everybody out.
I don't care how much he had. They lost by 30, bro. I'm not celebrating that.
Bro, I'm gonna say this to you again. When it was down by 6, he had 13 points. Whatever he made after that is what he made after that.
Listen,
I'm telling you what he
man,
had.
all right, listen. Let's get to these other topics, man. Listen, we could do a show and just basically discuss all of this. Me and you is always gonna respectfully agree to disagree when it comes to Bronny James.
I'm not listening. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just not being a hater. I'm not letting my hater vision cloud my judgment.
But my hater vision isn't cloud my judgment. I keep it strictly bad. Hold on. Because this is what we're not gonna do. My hater vision, I like that word too. You need to coin that. I never heard that. My hater vision, for one, never clouds my judgment on the game. Once again, I agree with you. Business-wise, okay, it makes sense. He made them $50 million. Okay, cool. I keep it strictly basketball. What I'm saying is he didn't dominate high school.
But bro, you're talking about past ends. Hold on. High school, you're only gonna get better.
Hold on. He didn't dominate high school.
Can I say hold on? You started this show. Hold on, talk about. You started this show with Don Ice. You started this show sitting on a stool. Your stool turned from a stool to a couch, right? Hello? Your show went from in the crib with one camera to now on StreamYard, right? Because you did what? You progressed and got better.
Okay.
It's the same thing. You're a rookie. You're a rookie when it comes to sports analysts. So you only gonna get better at all ball. Nigga, you had regular niggas from the hood on your show. Now you got Kenny Anderson, Antoine Walker, all type of niggas on your show. All type of basketball niggas who respect basketball. Because you came up, you put the work in, and you progressed. It's the same thing.
Listen, I hear you.
No,
Let's get off this. Listen, I hear you. Let's get off this topic. I hear you.
Yes. Take accountability and understand what I just said to you.
Yes, I agree. I
Thank you.
appreciate
It's
it.
the
Yes.
same thing. Let the nigga
Listen.
cook. Let you want to cook, nigga? Cook, nigga. Let him
Yeah.
cook, nigga.
Yo, we got the
Let him
legendary
cook.
DJ SNS in the building. We off the rockers today. Big shout out to the chat. Hit that like button, share, like, subscribe. We gonna get to a couple of these topics before we get out of here. S, I gotta ask you. Anthony Davis came back last night, right? Look, and Anthony Davis came back last night. So I want to ask you, and this is like two topics in one. How do you feel about Anthony Davis coming back? And also, are the players being rushed or forced back by the fan base and the pressure of the organizations? So
It
please
goes
give
back.
me your opinion with AD.
It goes back to what I just said with Gilbert Arenas. If I'm paying you $100 and something million and you can play now, I'm gonna get you back into the. I'm gonna get you back because it makes my fan base happy. Because my fan base is sitting there like, well, why am I going to the game for? Even though I got floor tickets, but what am I going to the game for to see Tim Hardaway Jr.? No Kyrie, no Ant Davis. There's no Lively. There's no. Not, what am I going to the game for? To see a bunch of bum niggas play? No. I gotta get one of my star traction niggas back on the field so our ticket sales can go up. So it makes a little attractive.
Okay, now stay there, stay there. But now stay there. So let's have some calm, real talk. Is that playing a dangerous game? Because I feel like when the Lakers and Dallas made this trade, I don't think Luka was fully healthy, excuse me, and I don't think AD was fully healthy. Now, of course, we see Luka is back in full basketball shape, basketball mode. My opinion, I think the organizations have to be careful because you rushing guys back, and if they mess around and get re-injured, then
That's
what?
the but the key, and you just said, you're right. And I said this too, that Anthony Davis, aka Fragile Rock. That's what I call him. That's his name, Fragile Rock. If y'all know the cartoon Fraggle Rock, but that nigga is Mr. Glass, aka Fragile Rock. You breathe on that nigga, he get hurt. So, bringing the star players like Kawhi Leonard, right? We know Kawhi Leonard's another one. I mean, he don't want to feel like playing. He don't feel like playing. The Clippers are half-assed without Kawhi. When Kawhi's there, the Clippers can be anybody any given night. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, these organizations, they take fan presence, but they look at the concession sale. They look at the concession sales. They look at the gate sales. Remember, this is where they get their money at to pay these players. This is not, remember, they got to put that money in escrow to play these players. They got
Right.
that's where the money come from. All those paraphernalias that they sell, the sports jerseys and everything, all that shit happens in one night. If those players are not there, people can sit home and watch the game, and they don't go to the game, you got empty seats, you're going to fail franchise. So the new franchise owners of Dallas, they looking at it like, oh shit, I can't, we can't keep taking hits like this. So they're gonna rush Anthony Davis back. So only problem that's the risk you got to take if he get hurt again. Personally, me, I would have sat him out for the rest of the year until next year when everybody come back right. Take care of Kyrie in the offseason, and then let us just have the whole squad when we come back and go for this run for the title next year. Add a player, add another player to make it complete. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I would have did. But like I said, niggas 15 games left. Niggas want that. Niggas want that extra 15 games of money.
Yeah. You know what? Let's make a great point, y'all. Big shout out SNS in the building with us, man. Afternoons with AllBall. Great show, off the rocker. Gotta love his energy. You see he's passionate and he believes everything he says. Love him to death. Everybody hit that like button, share, like, subscribe. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I do not agree with rushing players back. I think Anthony Davis coming back last night was wrong. I think that's the pressure from the fans putting the pressure on the organization. I think is 100% wrong. Um, I think guys should be fully healthy before they come back. I think this is a risk that you do not take. Like I said, when Luka first went to the Lakers, he was coming off an injury. He wasn't fully healthy. What if he re-injures something?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all good. We got S back. So for me, as you make a great point from a business standpoint, I totally understand because, like you said, nobody thinks like that. Where it's like, listen, you know, if this thing holds 25,000 people, we cannot have 10,000 people in here because that's 15,000 people that's not going to be in the building. Like you said, that's not going to be buying hot dogs and popcorn and beer and t-shirts and paraphernalia and stuff like that. So I totally agree. But these organizations have to be very careful. I do not believe that you should be forcing these guys back, especially if it's the pressure from the fans. Because you risk guys being re-injured and then now instead of being out for maybe another week or another month, you risk these guys being out for a whole nother season. So yeah, I think it was dangerous what the Dallas Mavericks did last night, bringing Anthony Davis back. I understand, but I don't condone it, and I don't have to agree with it.
Well,
Um,
but what they did was a bit, like I said, business move, and a lot of teams do it, especially small market teams. And like I said, Dallas got new owners, so they're looking at project, they're looking at profit margins in this quarter. So before the playoffs come, you're gonna look at the last bit of project margins you can get, so that it can add up. Because when you gotta pay these niggas, you gotta pay these guys when they checks every month. So regardless of Anthony Davis sitting down on the pitch, they still gotta play the. They still gotta pay the nigga. So you might as well let him work for the money and get what he gotta get. Cause Lively and Kyrie and the rest of the niggas, they get their money too. it's,
yeah.
that's just the game. Now, as far as Jimmy Butler
Hold on,
and the
but
comments he made
hold on.
about,
Hold on. Before you go, I want to read the quote that he said about the Miami Heat. So for this last topic, y'all, we're gonna talk about Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. This is what he said, as he said, I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I think it's a little bit like overused talking about the Heat culture. It is a great organization, but I think a large part of that culture is you get guys that buy into a winning mindset. You get some guys that buy in, you get some really good players, and you get the opportunity to talk about the Heat culture a little bit more. I'm not saying it to talk down or anything, but I think whenever we have really good players, you can name it whatever you want to name it. Wow. Um, Me reading that, what is your thoughts about Jimmy Butler and his little beef with the Miami
well,
Heat and I
let,
guess
let's
Pat
let's go
Riley?
back to let's go back to what Dwayne Wade said about LeBron with Pat Riley. Pat Riley and LeBron clashed because Pat Riley felt like it's my organization. You're gonna do what the fuck I say, and that's just that. And that's just how his mindset always been with players ever since when he was down with the Knicks. He had that
Facts.
mentality. He had that mentality. Him and Anthony Mason used to go head. Him, Anthony Mason, and Charles Oakley used to go at it. Real
Yeah.
Knicks fans know that. They know that. That was news. That was the New York Post. The New York Post used to post that shit every week.
Yeah, that's a
A
fact.
different
That's a
a
fact.
different Nick person used to go at Pat Riley because Pat Riley was always the type of coach mentality that you're gonna do what the fuck I say or I'll get you the fuck out of here. And you ran the Heat the way they are, but Dwayne Wade, he played his part with Pat Riley. He let Pat Riley beat Pat Riley, but then it's time when they clash. That's when he got up out of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he got about it. So if you got guys like I talk to Twan a lot. So Twan used to always tell me that it's all good it's all good when when the winning is done. He said when the winning ain't happening, Pat Riley can be a bitch because he runs this organization the way he runs the organization the way he coach. He wants the iron hand. He wants that.
But
That's why a lot of coaches. That's why a lot of coaches don't last in Miami, and I'm surprised Spoelstra last.
stay right there, S. Let me ask you a question, right? Because
Yeah,
I think Pat Riley
babe, I'm
is
on live. I can't.
I think Pat Riley is playing on thin ice, right? Let me just say this. Let's not forget before the LeBron, you had Shaq there and you ran Shaq out of town. Shaq tells that story. Him and Shaq clash, right? You
They
have
always clash,
LeBron. Right. You
but
have LeBron. You and LeBron clash. Now you have a Jimmy Butler who got you to 2 finals, who got you to multiple conference finals, and all he asked you was get me some help. Now y'all clash. It seems like every superstar that plays in Miami clashes with him and they wind up leaving with a bad taste
well,
in their mouth. Hold on,
Pat,
S. Hold on. Hold on. So you had the most dominant player ever. You had some who consider the GOAT, and then you had Jimmy Buckets. Pat Riley is ruining the Miami Heat organization.
Mickey Arison knows this, I think, but he can't. He can't. It's like it's like when Brady was with the Patriots and Robert Kraft gave. They said Bill Belichick is a certain way. Well, you gave Bill Belichick all this power.
Right.
So you don't like the way he's making it pop because that's his power. You got to do things my way. I'm the GM. I'm the GM. I can make sure the coaches go away. I'm coaching as well. He made coaching plays to Spoelstra in the playoffs a couple of years ago. It's known fact. It was in the news. It's known fact. All I'm saying is you can't have somebody that's the jury and the judge, judge and jury.
And let's not forget, nobody goes to Miami because of Pat Riley. See, that's the thing no one is
Sorry.
talking about. It's okay. S, that's the thing no one is talking about. Shaq made it adamant. I went to Miami because of I seen how great Dwayne Wade was. We now know for a fact
Yeah.
LeBron went to Miami because of Dwayne Wade, and then they recruited Chris Bosh. Now, of course, how Jimmy Butler got there is how he got there. But nobody is going to Miami Heat because Pat Riley is wooing them there. Pat Riley, I think, is getting credit and props for things that he has not done. I'm sorry.
Well, I uh, he got Pat Riley. Yes, Pat Riley got a lot of praise for shit that they saying. They saying he bought the big three to Miami, which I told you the big three was supposed to be in New York more
Right,
than was supposed
right.
to be in
Yeah,
Miami.
with Melo, Braun, and D Wade.
Yes, that's what it's supposed to have been.
Right.
But Pat Riley tried to make it whatever he had to make happen, make it happen. And go back to what we were saying about earlier about the payment thing. James Dolan don't give two fucks because James Dolan knows that James Dolan can be the way he is because he knows Madison Square Garden is going to be sold out every night.
No matter what.
No matter if the Knicks go 1-81, the Garden's going to be sold out regardless. Fans, Spike Lee seats is there. They're gonna always be there. They're gonna have, so that it's the business. But Pat Riley runs that shit like an asylum. And he's judging jury. So other players are gonna want to leave soon. They're gonna lose Hero. They're gonna lose Bam Adebayo. They're gonna lose them soon. I'm
Yeah.
surprised
Yeah.
Spoelstra. I'm surprised Spoelstra's still there.
Well, you gotta remember, what up, my boy Flea? Flea, what up? Flea in the building. So you gotta
Leave it
remember,
up,
as
Fleet.
the reason why Spoelstra's probably still there is because remember, This year, I think everything got blown up. I think the years before, remember, they still was competitive, even though Butler was hurt in and out the lineup. But I think now, I think things are gonna start rising. And like you were saying earlier, I think what Jimmy Butler doing now is,
I'm being
he's blowing.
honest, Flea. I'm being honest, Flea. Don't do that.
No, he talk about me. He talk about me.
Oh, you
He
talking
talk
about
about
you?
me.
Gotta.
Yeah, he
Oh,
talk
oh.
about me. He talk about me. But I think what Jimmy Butler is doing right now is what should have been done. Pat
Well,
Riley, Pat Riley is running the Miami Heat organization into the ground, and the way that he GMs us, it's a new day. We might not like it because we older guys, but at the end of the day, it's a new day, and you're not going to get away with not paying guys, running it like an
but
asylum.
that's how people. That's why when um who was it that who was on the show? It was somebody on Gilbert Arenas, and they said, I look at Braun as the forefront of when shit started happening. So when the guy who runs Cleveland said
Dan
all those
Gilbert,
things about Braun,
right?
Braun got up out of there. So Braun gave the NBA players damn, he opened the door. He opened the door for them to be like, you know what? I don't have to play here if I don't want to play here.
Right.
He was one of the first. He was one of the first to open that door for these players to be like, you know what? I don't have to be here if I don't want to be here. If
And
Kawhi Leonard didn't want to be
yeah,
in San Antonio, I'm getting the fuck up
as
out of here.
and
Same with Pete.
yeah, and you know what LeBron did also. That's why I said as much as I'm not a LeBron fan, I got to give him props for a lot of things he's done. Remember, he also made it cool to not sign that long-term contract. Now, y'all not gonna lock me
One
in
or
for
two
five
years,
years.
100 million. He was
I'm
doing
gonna
two
sign 2
years.
years. No, I'm gonna sign a player option. So that means after the first year, nigga, if I don't like what's going on,
I don't
I'm
know what's
out
going
of
on. I'm
here.
out of here. Yeah, I'm out of
Right,
here.
right. So for me, Pat Riley, you cannot have the most dominant player we've ever seen. You run him out of town.
You know he used that, right? Pat Riley did that. I'm gonna tell you what Pat Riley did.
All right.
He using that Miami, I don't have to pay taxes shit. So that's why Miami is so attractive. Think of it as a player. If you got millions of dollars and you don't have taxes coming out your account. You ever see the break? You ever see Cam Newton do the breakdown of an
Yeah, it's
NFL
crazy. It's
contract
insane. Yeah,
for how much taxes that you gotta pay?
yeah, insane.
It's the same thing with NBA. So if they can go to Miami and you go to Miami and the perks of Miami, good weather and all that shit, and I get all my money. We
Yeah,
got to make it work over here. Jimmy Butler is about his bread. If anything you know about Jimmy Butler, he's about that bread. So he was saving a lot in Miami.
yeah.
He
But
def-
listen, but I don't want to take the spotlight off of Pat Riley before we run and get out of here. Like I said, Jimmy Butler, your superstar player who got you to 2 finals, multiple conference finals. All he ever said was, "Get me some help and pay me." And now that they got rid of him, they done lost 10. They done lost 10 in a row. Remember, we all look at Golden State totally different now, to where now they could be a legit threat to somebody and maybe sneak their way into a conference finals or a finals. That's because of Jimmy Butler. I think Pat Riley ways have caught up with him, and enough is enough. If you don't come along with the times and pay guys,
and
because
they
look,
didn't get nothing for, and they really didn't get nothing for him.
you got Wiggins, and Wiggins look miserable over there. I'm pretty sure
Well,
he not going to stay.
Wiggins, he balling over there though.
As they just lost 10, 11 in a row. They are
No,
not
no, yeah,
balling.
no. I understand that, but that's not
Yeah.
because of him. That
No, no,
that
no.
that
Of
ain't
course
because of
not. Of
him.
course not. Of course not. So
That
I
comes,
just feel, yeah. I just feel
it goes
eh,
back to the nigga I told you about years ago. That bum ass nigga Bam Bio, my nigga. This nigga, I can't hit a 15-footer to save my life, nigga.
yeah.
I hate that nigga. That
Bam
nigga,
gotta be
and
a third, he gotta be a third
he had,
option.
he had the nerve to say, I'm starting to hit my three. I've been working on my threes. Nigga, you can't hit a 15-footer. The fuck you talking about
Yeah.
threes,
He
nigga?
he he got he gotta be a third option at this point.
That nigga gotta
Um,
be a fourth option. Keep that nigga in the corner. Let him just sit by himself. He can score. I give it to him.
yeah.
But the
He's
niggas, when they double, when they really put defense on that nigga, they can show up. He don't never show up. And
right,
Tyler
right.
Hero used to be the marksman. Niggas done got on him. They start doubling him because they ain't got
Yeah.
nobody else.
They done. But listen,
You used to
S,
worry about Jimmy Buckets. You used to worry about Jimmy Buckets.
that's a
You
fact.
used to
Jimmy,
worry
then
about
remember,
Jimmy Buckets when you had Tyler Hero. Now,
but remember, they used to utilize all them shooters. Remember with Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin. Remember, they
Duncan
didn't got rid of
Robinson,
everybody.
nigga, Duncan Robinson robbed the Heat for that $90 million. I mean, he took advantage of them niggas. Like
Big shout out to his agent. That was crazy.
whoever his agent is, send me his number, because
Well, listen,
that nigga held them niggas up 90 for that nigga.
that was
90.
crazy. That was crazy. But listen,
Shit.
S, man, we gonna get out of here, man. God willing, hopefully I get you back up here, man, with the fellas.
I like this YouTube thing. I like,
Yeah, man. Listen, man, the legendary DJ SNS.
all my haters in the comments, don't worry about it. I know a lot about basketball than you think, man. Don't look at this DJ shit like I don't know my shit, nigga.
That's right.
Just because y'all hate LeBron and y'all hate Bronny, that evaluate your life, man. Your life might be a little,
Listen, man, big shout out to legendary man, Harlem's own, the greatest DJ I know,
Harlem
DJ
first,
SNS.
right, baby?
Yes.
Still here for life, nigga.
Yes. Always, S. Appreciate you, love you, man, and we will have you up here again, my brother. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, afternoons with AllBall, man. See y'all tomorrow.
Hey, Flea, see you later, Flea. Fabian, go back to work.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.